Hey YouTubers, it's Nick540 again. It's the third video for the day. I just wanted to show you some medals I got. As I said earlier, I was picking up some gifts, and I picked up a couple ounces for myself too because the price was right. So basically, before I do that though, I want to talk about Cachet Metals. So I got this from Cachet Metals, as you can see right here. And I have had fantastic experiences dealing with Cachet. I find their prices are good, especially compared to places like Toronto Gold Bull or even Silver Gold Bull. When I bought the 1 ounce Canadian maple recently, and I went to Silver Gold Bull that same day, it was quite a bit more than what I paid here. And I found the same with some of the 10 ounce bars. So I've actually had a really good experience. And I've gotten to know a little bit one of the gentlemen there. This is his card. His name's Troy. He's the manager of operations. A really great guy. Every time I go up there, you know, he brings out a couple tubes and I get to pick out some of the best ones. And, you know, he lets me look at them and make sure that I'm getting exactly what I want. Which is fantastic. So I'm really beginning to enjoy going to Cachet a lot. You know, they do, I know their online purchases, they do have minimums, I think, of 500, but actually going in store is fantastic, especially just getting some maples or other things. So Troy let me pick out some ounces. As I said in my other video, 2 of these are gifts for the baptism of my nephews. They are twins. They were born on my brother's birthday, funny enough. And the baptism is coming up not this weekend, but the next weekend. So I wanted to give them something that they can, you know, hold on to for forever, essentially. Now, Troy actually did give me a tube to put the maples in, which was really nice too. So I love those little added bonuses. It helped keep the coins in good condition, and I'm also hoping to fill up this tube with, you know, random years as well. So I do appreciate that. So a big shout out to Troy and Cachet. Every time I go there, my experience gets better, and it's pretty close to my house too. So I'll show you what I picked up. They're all maples. So I got 2 2016 maples for $24.37. And I got 3 random years. All of them happen to be 2013, which is nice because I like the old design. 3 of them for $24.17, which was another added bonus. So here's one of the 2016s. So these ones, the 2016s here that you see, are going to go to my nephews. Here's the other one. These ones are gifts, so they're not ones I'm going to be keeping. And then these are the 3 I got for myself. You can see that the 2013 is pre the little maple leaf in the corner there, and just a little bit different design. Troy made a good point when I was there. So here's one. They're all 2013. So Troy made a good point. He said, you know, some people complain about milk spots. To be quite honest, this is bullion. Does not bother me, the milk spots, that much. I mean, I prefer getting them without them, but if I get them, Troy said, you know, you just know that it's real silver then, and that's a really good point. And you know, there are some metals that I can be fussy about, others that I, you know, got to pick my battles on, and the maples definitely. I noticed with the newer design, there's less milk spotting, but it's really, for me personally, you know, I always like to have the nicest, but is it, you know, worth spending a few extra bucks to get an eagle that won't have milk spots? I don't know. I don't know if it is. If I can get a good price, it's just still 949 silver and it's bullion, so I'm going to get the bullion value back whether it has milk spots on it or not. So, and I'll know it's real because it's milk spotting. But none of these have milk spots, which is nice. I do, having said that, of course, I prefer it without milk spots. But yeah, so Troy was also telling me that Cachet is actually going to start getting into some diamonds as well, which was interesting. And next time I'm up, Troy said he's going to give me a brochure for that, so I'll share that with everyone. My total price here, I paid Interact Debit, as you can see up there, 121.25 for 5 ounces, 2 gifts, 3 of my own, and this really nice tube he threw in, which I really do appreciate. Thank you so much, Troy. If you go up to Cache on Davenport in Toronto, or if you're ordering online, you know, make sure to speak to Troy. I'm very impressed with the service. When I was picking out my gold maple and picking out these silvers, he really just kind of, you know, let me pick the best, and really great customer service, and has a passion for this. So it's nice to see as well. So Cache is one of those places now that is highly recommended by me now, back on the radar. For a little while there it wasn't, but I find that even looking today, the prices on Toronto Gold Bull and Silver Gold Bull for the maples were higher than what I paid at Cache. Plus, there's no shipping. I just could walk there. So if you're from Toronto, it's a great option. Troy, thank you very much. If you watched this video, I told him to check out the channel. He said he did. So I really appreciate the support there, and I really am going to stand behind this company. So far, so good. Thanks, guys. See you the next.